Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasu here, come at you with the long-awaited Madolche deck profile for June 2020. Now, I've been really excited to show off this deck ever since we got the new support in Echo, but it took me a little while to get, and this deck's actually been having success in the PPG recently, as of late, which is really nice to see, so I'm gonna get right into it. Also, if you guys have any criticism for the deck, let me know in the comment section below. Along with, if you could leave a like and subscribe, that'd be great. If this video hits like 35 likes, I'll do a combo video, so yeah. Start off 3 Madolche. This is like the combo starter of the deck. If you open up with this could be a 1-card OTK. And, you know, but it has to be normal summon to get the search, just remember that. You know, old 2013 Yu-Gi-Oh! No, 2011 Yu-Gi-Oh! You know. Then 3 Madolche Pudding Sasor. This is what you're going to search off your Madolche. It special summons itself as long as you don't have any monsters in the graveyard, and then you special summon a Madolche from the deck, but you're locked into Madolche. So that could suck, depending, obviously, but honestly, Madolches have so much non-targeting removal that usually you're fine. Right, so that's the kind of your play start. 3 Angeli, this is basically Lone Fire, but your monster cannot be destroyed by battle until the end of next turn, which used to come up, but doesn't really come up anymore. I've even forgotten the effect actually before. Recently. But yeah, this is your Lone Fire, helps you put food into your graveyard for Hoot Cake, because most likely you will be tributing this off to special summon your Hoot Cake, which by banishing a monster in the graveyard, you can special summon a Madolche from the deck, like just like your boy here, Messenger Lotto, which when he special summons you and you control a beast, you can search a Madolche spell or trap from your deck to your hand, which is already really good, but just with Echo support, it became a lot better. And by better, I mean insanely better. You don't really want to draw your Messenger Law, that's why you play 2. And honestly, I used to play 3 Hoot Cake for the longest time, but I just really don't need it. I cut it down to 2, and I just did not miss the 3rd. I was like, okay. Then this is like, kind of like the controversial pick is 1 Mufo. I like this card because you can normal summon it, special summon your Pudding Sasor, and then special from the deck, and get a combo that way. With Master Rule 5, you can also now do the classic Mufo Angeli combo, which was post-Primal Origin, was the strongest combo the deck could do, where you would special summon a Angeli, you would Mufo for Angeli, and then you could just go off, you'd end with a Levy or Tiramisu. It was good for back in the day, really good actually. Then we play 1 Pudding Sasor. The reason is because when Pudding Sas, my bad. Pudding Sasor special summons this, it becomes a level 4, you overlay for Glass of Flay, detach, then you get, you know, for Chocolate Almond. And the reason you do that is because when this is a material to Chocolate Almond, you get to special summon from the deck. So this is essential, but you really don't want to draw it. If you draw it, it really sucks. So it's the Garnet you kind of have to play. While we're in OTK variant, we do play hand traps. We play 3 Gamma and 1 Driver. I don't play Ash anymore because I really hate ashing my opponent and then not being able to Pudding Sasor my next turn. I just absolutely hate it. These banish themselves, along with they can be activated during your opponent's turn, depending. So, what they activate, all that, right? So basically, you negate an effect, destroy it. So it's a really, really good interrupt, and it's not gonna mess you up. So. Also thins out the deck a little bit, it's nice. Next, we play 2 of the new Madolche Salons. So this is, first of all, this is the additional normal summon I always wanted, but just stopped talking about it because of Pudding Sasor. I got Pudding Sasor from Savage Strike, I was like, awesome. Don't need any more, but I will accept more. So this is your additional normal summon. And, what's it called? When a Madolche card you control or in your graveyard is added to your hand or shuffle into your main deck by a card effect, you can send Madolche spell trap directly from the deck, except for Madolche Salon. I'm not too used to reading out loud, guys, so sorry about that. So that's really good because then you can get the new Madolche Promenade set, which is actually your interrupt. Or, if depending on what you need, you could set your Ticker or Chateau and just flip them. So this is a very versatile card, and it's just, you open up with this and like a Madolche, oh my, OTK for days. OTK for days. Also, we are now not exactly stumped on getting interrupted ones. Like, if they ash, we could still keep playing, all that, right? We don't have to put a much worse board. 2 ticket, when a Madolche spell monster is returned from the deck to the hand, and you control fairy, you could special summon a Madolche, or that Madolche instead. And and you can also add to your hand. So It's really good. Makes a lot of plays because all the extra deck monsters are fairy. Some people have been cutting this down to 1. I still like 2. 2 Chateau, this gives a 500 attack and defense boost, and all the Madolches, instead of going to your deck, return to your hand instead. What's really nice about this is with putting Sasor, you could make combos basically where you could keep detaching because you activate Chateau, shuffle stuff back, detach, special summon from your deck again, right? So this card could be an extender as well at times, depending on how you play it. That's especially why I like to, along with the attack boost is really nice, because everything just becomes strong as shit. Like, then we played 2 Twin Twisters. This is just to get rid of Floodgates. This deck can't really play through Floodgates, so I think this is a main deck card. So if you get interrupted by something, you know, like a summon limit, like you're playing, I was playing testing against Sky Strikers, I ended up just having to pop the Twin Twister. So yeah. Because he did it right when I put in a sword, so. Then we have 3 Dark Ruler No More. This is a going second deck, and why I'm maining this is because in Yu-Gi-Oh! I've just faced so many interrupt boards that I ended up saying, hey, would it be so bad if I main deck this? Would that be so bad? And I did, and I just started playing through boards I was never able to. This is a great card, a great addition to the deck. I got these at $2. They're like 16 now. I'm not even shocked at that price. It's an amazing card. So if I were you guys, I would definitely consider main decking this in other decks besides Madolche, actually. Also, if you're buying cards off TCG Player and you want to use my affiliate link in the description below, it helps me out to no additional cost to you, so that'd be great. But yeah, 3 Dark Ruler No More, you know, lets you play through boards like Emancipator as well. 3 Call by the Grave. 1's common because I just can't find my other super. Basically, getting hand trapped sucks, so bing, Call by the Grave. So it just lets you keep playing, right? You really want to be able to OTK your opponent. Like, this deck can go first, but yeah. 2 Extra. This is just for draw power right now, and I don't know if I'm going to continue it on with the future because of Echo support. It's not really needed, and I'd rather have a more versatile extra deck at this point than the extra draws. So let me tell you one quick thing about this card, though. This card is kind of to bait Ash a little bit as well, you know, because they're going to Ash this card. You call 1, you get a draw, right? It's similar to Upstart, but you can't really OTK if you Upstart, depending on what you have. Now you actually can, so I'm still playtesting this card. You don't have to run Extra in this deck. Back then, I think it was the best build. Right now, I'm kind of wavering a little bit, so yeah. Then we have 3 evenly matched, simple, you're going second deck. You could just main this. Yeah, especially if they have, like, heavy back row, like, you know, Geist or anything. You know, Force the Solemn Judgment, it's great. Then we're going to have 2 Madolche Promenade. So what this card basically does is you target a face-up card your opponent controls and 1 Madolche you control or in the graveyard. Negate the effects of that opponent's card until the end of this turn. And if you do, return it, what's it called? If you do, return your monster to the hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target 1 XYZ monster you control, attach 1 Madolche monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard to it as a material. So this is really good because you could interrupt stuff, like for example, it might be a little weird, but I know Engage is banned, but when they engage, you could activate, interrupt it. This is kind of like a Crescendo in a way, or straight Crescendo. This is a very good interrupt, honestly. Like, I'm super happy with it. It also can utilize itself in the graveyard. I've only had to use the second effect 1 time for my Tiramisu. It was a really weird game, so it was nice to have, but, you know, I like to have little nice things, you know. Then we have the extra deck. So 3 Tiramisu, by the way, just to let you guys know, this is like I don't know why first eds are like 115, 120 now. These are crazy. I've been playing the deck since Return of the Duelist, so I got mine at, like, except for 1 because I had to sell 1 because of bills and I had to help my mom out. But I got 2 of them at like $10 back in the day when this was like a brand new card. I don't know if people remember that, but yeah, 3 the best rank 4 in the game. You detach, you shuffle 2 Madolches from the grave to your hand or deck, and then 2 of your opponent's cards on the field will go to the deck, and that is non-targeting, alright? You do not target 2 cards your opponent controls, put them back to the deck. It's non-targeting, right? So non-targeting 2 shuffling into the deck, broken, right? And if you have Tick on board, you could special summon because this is a fairy. And yeah, and usually with Chateau it's 2700, so yeah. Glass of Flay, this is a good card because it can protect itself along with other cards. It can shuffle back stuff like your Twin Twisters, actually, because it shuffles back any card, right, that you want, right? So, yeah, from the graveyard into the deck. So you could do any graveyard depending, like, if you want to put your opponent's, I don't know, maybe his Garnet back, right? So he draws it. That's also possible. And this is your combo play starter with Chocolate Almond, which basically allows you to, when you make this, and you have Pudding Cess as a material, and a Madolche card to shuffle from the graveyard to the deck, you get special summon from your deck by detaching multiple times, not a once per turn, and it's a 3k beat stick under, what's it called? Chateau. So yeah, I think these are the best ratios, especially if you're not playing extra, because I've never really needed a third Chocolate Almond. Then to assist start, it just, you're playing this because it's the only Madolche links have. Honestly, I just don't think you need 3 because this was necessary post Master Rule 4, right? But now that we're in Master Rule 5 and we don't need links, I kind of wonder myself, do I really need this card? I highly suggest cutting this down to 1 and putting something else you need, maybe like a Boral Sword or something. It's just that since you're locked in Madolches, you know, I like having as much options as possible. This protects your spells and traps. It's kind of underwhelming. And then we also have Levier. You have a lot. You can make a lot of rank 3 plays, so I would also want to put a Bamboozling Gossip Shadow in this deck. Possibly. I've been thinking about testing. But this card basically lets you special summon everything you banished off Hoot Cake, which is really nice. And then you can start link climbing, making synchro plays a lot. Very good card to have. Also lets you do the Mufel Angeli combo, which is, you know, underwhelming right now, but still something. And then we have just our typical rank 4s here. These guys are pretty good. I mean, Cowboy for game, I just like to meme. Dweller, stop stuff like BA and all that. And then Tornado Dragon, you need to pop your Floodgate. It's like, if you get Floodgate in this deck, again, it's like a game over. You really can't do anything. Last but not least, we have Avermax and IP. So, I don't have an IP at this moment because my friend's borrowing it. This is IP, okay? This is IP. Just making sure, and the Avermax, just so you get IP Avermax combos, so just so the deck's not fully reliant on Tiramisu, because this is, if you IP into this, like, it's going to be very hard to out, and you can spam the board even without putting Scizor, so you won't be locked into just Madolches. So yeah, with that being said, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe, hopefully the outside noise wasn't too bad, and just let me know what you thought about the deck and all that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.